I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit scared. Right then, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing some tuning on a 2 litre BKD, but it might not be in a vehicle that you're expecting. So a lot of you might have been thinking this is going to be a Golf or an A3 or any of the usual cars that a BKD come in, but as you've seen, it's not. This is a Peugeot 205. It's a CTI model, and it is also a Pininfarina. I think I said that right. Pretty sure that means convertible. It sounds Italian, but it's a French car, so I'm still not sure. Someone will be able to correct me on that.
Pininfarina is an Italian design house renowned for creating elegant aerodynamic luxury cars.
It's probably also worth mentioning that this is not just a stock BKD. So this is running down the back of the engine. Our Hybrid Killer turbo kit should be good for 230 with the standard injectors. Obviously, it's had a lot of customization to get the engine in the chassis. I'll be completely honest, this is not a setup that we would normally tune. Usually with DIY engine conversions, there's a lot of small niggly bits, wiring problems, hose problems, coolant issues, whatever else, but this customer is a friend of a friend. We had it in before we committed and said that we would tune it to road test it. Turned out it actually drives pretty nice. There's no faults with the engine. Although it looks a bit rough and ready, the conversion seems to have been done pretty well. So to support the turbo, we've obviously got a very obvious front mount interbumper on there. Other than that, we're running the standard BKD O2Q gearbox. As mentioned, there's a lot of custom fabrication gone on to make it fit in there, custom downpipe. But overall, it's a pretty cool car. I mean, inside is very original, very retro. The only slight inkling you've got that there's anything other than the standard engine in there is some OBD LED screens and a retrofitted Golf or A3 pedal. I think it'd be rude while the sun is out not to put the roof down and have a quick look at this car in all its beauty as intended. I mean, that's what it's all about. This thing weighs, in standard form, 930 kilos. Obviously, it's had the BKD engine in there and the gearbox, but I have been told that the original 1.9 engine that comes in these is an iron block, so there's probably not that much difference in weight. But either way, if we can get this up to around 230 horsepower, which we're thinking the turbo and injectors are capable of, power to weight, this thing is going to be quite a handful. So, less of me waffling. We'll get this round to the tuners and let them work their magic. So as you can see, we've got the 205 on the dyno. All the tuners are really eager to see what this is going to do. So we'll let them crack on and we'll check back in a bit. So just for entertainment purposes, I'm going to make Elliot dyno this with the roof down. No idea why, but it's for YouTube. It's ready, and you have got to dyno it with roof down, so you might want to keep your earphones.
Yeah, just what I wanted. more sketchy, but it doesn't feel. How's it from the passenger seat? I think it's actually wobbling this seat, you know.
So we've ended up coming over to the dyno about 5 minutes too late. The car has already been pulled off, but let's have a look what power it's done. So we're going to keep it nice and simple, just 2 graphs to explain. We've got the green one, which is how it came in. I'm not sure what kind of tune that was, if it was just supposed to be a base file, but it wasn't good. As you can see, the power came in really late, like 4,000 RPM, and then weirdly, at what, 4150, it had an hard cut limiter. So literally, as soon as it came on boost, you were hitting the hard cut limiter. I think I managed to get a video of that on the phone. And then obviously the red graph is after we've worked as magic. So a lot better. Obviously the turbo spooling, the power coming in nice and early, nice flat line, right up until what, 4750, something like that now. And then torque, even when it was spooling late at what, 230 foot-pound, we're now right up at 375-ish. So massive increase all throughout the rev range. The guys tuning it went out in a road test, obviously on this green file, and said it felt pretty leery as it was. So I can only imagine what this is going to drive like with 232 horsepower. So the bit that I'm quite nervous about, let's get it out, let's go for a road test. I don't think these 205s were ever known for the safety ratings, were they?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit scared.
The pedals are very close together. It's quite easy to get the accelerator and brake pressed at the same time, especially with my big feet. I'll be honest, regardless of what power this is doing, it actually drives quite nice.
It feels mint.
And on a day like today, when the sun's out, this is the life. This is definitely why you buy a convertible. Unfortunately, most days in the UK are not like this. It's usually miserable or raining. But when it is out, you've got to enjoy it. Probably worth mentioning there's no power steering in this. Analog steering. It's quick. It's not as, it don't feel as dangerous as I thought it was gonna.
No, not at all.
I'm not sure what you've done suspension-wise or setup-wise, but it feels safe.
It does.
I'll be honest, do you know if you were on like a proper B road?
Yeah. This would be mega.
On a day like today, this would be absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, you wouldn't like to crash it.
No, no.
I can't even, there's not even an airbag on this steering wheel. We're literally driving a 230 odd horsepower. Can't remember what torque it did.
375?
In a tin can that weighs like 930 kilo.
Nice.
It's a bit crazy, to be fair. I think it's done because of the lack of space, but I think if you could get away with having the intercooler behind the standard front bumper, this would be like one of the most ultimate sleepers that I've been in. Like that Polo that we did, at 1.9 PD Polo, that were a sleeper. But I think this is like, if it didn't have that front mount on the front, this would be like ultimate.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go mad in this. I think it's pretty safe to say the customer is 100% going to enjoy this when he gets it back. So fingers crossed you've liked this slightly different PD video. If you have, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Pininfarina. No? How do you say it? Pininfarina. You're good at Italian, you. Is that French? It sounds Italian, but it's a French car. What? Pininfarina.
It's Pininfarina.
Pininfarina. That was my Touareg, that. Yeah. Pininfarina. Pininfarina. I still can't say it. Pininfarina.
Yeah.
Pininfarina.